Welcome to this video and thanks for watching. In this video, I'll be talking about making up for missing seminar engagement marks for this unit, for any of the units that you might be taking with me. Here's the context or the problem. Sometimes people miss class. I think missing class or coming late to class is a different issue, but I find missing class or being late to class unprofessional. And when you have your teaching jobs, for those of you that complete the program and successfully get teaching jobs, as most of you will, you can't just come late or not come at all. That's a problem. It should be the same at the uni. But there are both what I consider legitimate and illegitimate reasons for not coming to class. Some legitimate ones are being sick, or having a child sick, or having your car break down, or being on placement when you didn't expect you'd be on placement, overseas placement. There, of course, are legitimate reasons. There are also illegitimate ones. Scheduling a vacation while you're meant to be in your semester at uni is not legitimate, or just not coming. But it's fine, that's an option, right? And you know, there are consequences to doing those things. But while in my units, they're not marked for attendance per se, and university policy doesn't want us to do that, which I don't agree with, but that's fine. I've come up with this makeup assignment that's fully optional, completely optional. You don't have to do it. But as a way to assist those that miss for these legitimate reasons that I've stated. And here's the reason why it's important to be there, if you can, which most of you should be able to, and schedule your work lives and everything else around being at uni. I mean, that's why you're in the course. But my units are participatory and constructivist. And if you're not there, you can't co-construct knowledge with us. Also, if you're not there, you can't earn marks for seminar engagement. And that's where you do the readings, you come to class ready to talk about them, you actually bring them, they're highlighted, underlined, either hard copy or digitally, and a group facilitates a discussion around that set of readings. If you're not there that day, you cannot earn those marks. So I'm trying to come up with a way to allow options for those that miss, especially those who miss for legitimate reasons. But even if you miss for illegitimate reasons, you're welcome to do that. But keep in mind too, you want to really practice that professional behavior. Coming late or missing is not an option when you're a classroom teacher. You've got to be there. So it's good to get that habit, which most of you have. So in the second segment, I'll talk about the details of this makeup assignment. All right, these are the specific bits you have to do if you choose to do this makeup assignment in terms of missing seminar engagement. If you're not there, if you miss a class, there's other things that will be effective beyond seminar engagement, including work that you do with your group. Students in my units do group work. So if you know you're going to miss, or if you miss and had hoped you wouldn't, you need to sort that bit out with your group mates. You know, spread the work around equitably. I know I'm going to be out for this reason on this time. Let me do this bit of work. You can do that bit of work. You need to sort it out amongst your group members, and that's up to you. But the other bit, in terms of making up for seminar engagement, not being there to talk about the readings, will look like this. First, you need to read all the assigned readings of that given day. Usually there's about 4. That may vary slightly. And here's what you need to do. You're going to turn that potential verbal participation into a written assignment. Choose 2 of the readings assigned for that week, and they'll be, you know, around 4, maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more. And you need to create a document where you address each of the points on the textual heuristic for your unit. So again, look at the website, and there will be under rubrics textual heuristic. I provide that for students that are doing their reading. They can use that to take notes on if they want, print it up and use it. Or you can take notes in some other way or not use it at all. But there's things that I ask you to think about, because based on those we'll have our conversations, our seminars in class. So you need to answer each of the points that are on that. The textual heuristic will vary from unit to unit that I teach, but it'll be there. Commonly it'll have things like, what's the main thesis, the main point of the author? How would you apply what they're saying in a classroom? What's your favorite quote? And many more things besides. So look at the one that applies to you, the particular unit you're taking with me. And then you'll need to turn that into a written document that you turn into me, where you go through all those questions first for one of the readings, and then you answer them, and then for the second. But also, don't skimp. So for example, often I assign the CMSS in the Borderlands piece that I wrote with some colleagues in class. I use that as an example because you're probably familiar with it. And if the main point is, and you're filling this out and writing this assignment, it says, what's the main point or thesis of the author or authors? And you say that CMSS is good, period. That's skimping. Answer these questions heartily. Now, if you come to class, you can do this verbally. You don't have to do it in a written way. So do that. There's no minimum or maximum word count, but to receive full credit to make up for the day that you missed sharing in person, do a thorough, good job. And word count, whatever you may produce in words for this makeup assignment, does not reduce what you're obligated to produce for other assignments or assessments or sub-assessments in the unit. You don't have to do this, what I'm suggesting. It's just a way to make up marking if you miss. So that's important. It is going to be due 3 days after the day that you miss. So if you miss on a Monday, then it's due by the following Thursday at 5 p.m. If you miss on a Tuesday, it's due by Friday, 3 days later, 5 p.m. If your class is on a Thursday, it's due by Sunday at 5 p.m. If it's turned in after that, it doesn't count, and you will not get points for it. So that's the way it works. Oh, please also, you need to email this to me directly, not on the website. Email it to me directly at my university email. I'll take a look at it and I'll inform you as soon as possible what the outcome is, and that's a way that you can make up for missing seminar engagement if you choose to do so. So I hope that was helpful. Thanks a lot, and I look forward to seeing you in class. Bye. Welcome to the fine print segment of this video. I have a few final important things to share with you. This video is intended for students taking my units and classes. It is intended for supplemental informational purposes only. After watching it and/or any other videos that pertain to assignments in my units and reading relevant unit documentation, if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to meet with you during office hours, and that can be by phone, by Skype, or in person. In any instance where what is said here in this video conflicts with a study guide, a unit rubric, or faculty or university guidelines, they hold sway. This video is produced independently from any institution and is protected by a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 2.5 license. Thanks a lot.